Guys, this is Vivian. Yes, I'm back. So today is November the 11th. It's Veterans Day, and I want to say happy Veterans Day to all of the veterans out there, and thank you so much for your service to this country. And we love you and wish you all the best. And hopefully, you're out celebrating your achievements. So today I'm back with another Then and Now series. And the topic of this one's from July the 13th. A day, I think I walked like 8 miles that day, despite some aches and pains related to the rheumatoid arthritis, which I have been diagnosed with. And, one of the things that I talked about, and I think I've talked about this in another video as well, about demanding your supply. So how do you do that? So you're going to hear all about that in this next video, and some of the stuff that, Bob Proctor teaches in his teachings about how to demand your supply. Also, there's a book called The Demand Principle. It's by Peggy McCall. And I think I left the link to it down below. You can check it out. Also, make sure that you get to the end of this video. And then go ahead and subscribe, leave me some comments, push that notification bell so that you're notified when I upload another video. Okay, guys, I will talk to you at the end because there's some more stuff I want to talk to you about. All right, I'll see you at the end, but let's go to the video.
Morning. How's everybody this morning? Whew, it's hot. Actually, this morning there was an actual breeze out. I was shocked and surprised. It was not as humid today as it normally is. And so on part of my walk, it was, there was a breeze. Yeah, I got taking my scarf off. There was an actual breeze. Wow, right? So, good morning. It's a fantastically beautiful day, and I hope you are enjoying your morning. I just don't really have anything to say today, really. Other than it's a beautiful day, rejoice and be glad in it, because, we get up in the morning and we take for granted that we get up in the morning, right? But as I was walking today, I had a few aches and pains, residual, I guess, from all the stuff that was going on for the last couple of days. And, that little voice that keeps telling you to quit. Oh no, you need to just stop and go home. 'Cause, you just half the walk. It'll be fine. Just half of it. And I said, no, I'm not doing that. I am going to walk my 8 miles a day. I don't care what you say. And so I just kept walking, and at some point my leg kind of gave out. And I just sat on the trail and sat there for a second and got back up. Because, it just wasn't going to stop me today. That's what I guess I'm always talking about that, but really it bears repeating. So don't give up. Whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, don't give up. Things, they're going to be obstacles. Probably a lot of them. That's just the way of the world, right? You know, if you want something bad enough, no matter what the obstacle, you'll keep going. You have to want it really bad. And, you know, I want my health, and I want that bad enough that, you know, no matter what this disease tries to do to me, no matter how hot it is outside, no matter whatever else is going on, I want it bad enough that I'm still gonna do what I need to do to get it. So, you know, that's what I encourage you to do. Look at what you are trying to accomplish. Is it something you really want? If it's something you really want, I mean, go for it, man. Go for it. And don't speak positively about what you want, you know, about whatever goals, health goals, wealth goals, love goals, whatever those are, you know, just speak it into existence, because that's what we have to do. We have to make sure that we are accepting. You know, I talked about yesterday accepting your blessings versus just going and begging for them. I listen to my coaching sessions sometimes more than once on my walk, because I think they're like 30-40 minutes, and then, you know, I'll just repeat them, right? Because every time I repeat it, I listen to something that, or I hear something. I've listened to it before, but I hear something that I didn't hear before. And, you know, you hear with your ears, you listen with your heart. So, and I was talking about perception the other day, and every time you hear something, your perception changes. Talking about living in what you see versus what is. Said the farmer will always tell you that it's not a lack of supply, it's a lack of demand, which is kind of weird, right? Because there's so many people hungry in the world that you would think there was a lack of supply. And same thing with a miner. You know, he said, no, there's plenty of supply, there's just a lack of demand. So I think the message there was, if the supply is there, why don't we just demand it? You know, if there is plenty of supply, we just have to demand it. And stop living just by what we see around us, because, you know, the example was given that, you know, there's countries with people who are starving and maybe don't have more than one meal a day, not even a full meal at that, but there's food everywhere. So what is the issue? The issue is that people don't see the supply, therefore they don't think it exists. Interesting concept, right? It made me start thinking about that. You know, one of my missions in life is to make sure people have food to eat, right? So the idea that there isn't food for these people is ridiculous, because there's so much food out there. Now, do we waste it? Yeah. You know, especially here in America, we waste a lot of food. I mean, if you were to look at some of the landfills out there, it's full of discarded food that people aren't eating. And another one of the ideas is that just because you have doesn't mean that you're taking away from anyone else, because there's plenty out there for everybody. So I think one of the things that a lot of people, a misconception is, well, if I get rich or if I have more, then I'm taking away from somebody else. That's not true. Because the supply is there for everybody. It's just who goes and gets their portion of the supply. Not everybody. Think about it. I thought about that, that I was really contemplating that idea. It's like, interesting. I don't know whether I am 100% for that, but it's growing on me because I'm thinking it's true. I mean, there's plenty out there. Just think about this. How many times have you lost something that you had that you could go back and get again? Sometimes, like if you're grocery shopping, I do this all the time. I'll miss something and say, oh, I don't have that. And then I'll go and get some more and come back home and find that I do have it. Supply. There's plenty of supply. I demanded more, so I went and got more. Now I have more than I need. So I think the same thing applies for everything. There's plenty of it out there. We just have to go get it. I heard, I was given this information that there are on Facebook, not in the world, but just on Facebook, 100 million businesses. 100 million businesses on Facebook. Can you? And that's not even every business in the world. So think about that. How many people are in business? There has to be a lot of supply for all these people to be in business, right? Think about that. I mean, it's mind-blowing. that is even a thing, right? So, don't limit yourself to what you see. Take advantage of the things that are available, because it's out there. We just haven't demanded it. Whatever circumstance you grew up in is not the total reality. Because sometimes we look around and we say if we live in a maybe poverty-stricken area or places that don't have as much as others, and we assume based on that's all we can have. But that's not true. I mean, look, if you go outside of your surroundings, look how much is out there. And it doesn't just belong to those people that's out there. You're not taking anything from them. You're just getting your piece of the pie. And the pie is bigger than you think. I saw this analogy, and when I went to the Paradigm Shift event with Bob Proctor, they gave this analogy of there's a pie, here's the circle, right? And there's pieces of the pie, and it's all cut up into like 6 or 8 pieces, right? And all these people, there's 8 people, that have a piece of the pie. But one person wanted more of the pie, and they says, well, you can't have it because it's only one pie. And said, no, look on the outside. There's a crust. There's this big circle on the outside, and nobody's even taking advantage of. So that person went to the outside, and he had a bigger piece of the pie. It was the same pie, but he just got a bigger piece because he looked outside the circle. Think about that. I mean, that was genius, I thought. And I don't know. You know, I guess that's the way we have to think of the goals and desires that we have. They might be humongous, right? And the way we grew up was, Bob says, be set. Not, he doesn't say that. He said that's the way he grew up, was they told him to be satisfied with everything, right? And we shouldn't be satisfied. We should be grateful, but not satisfied. Because if we're totally satisfied, we never grow. Satisfaction means you're just gonna stay where you are in everything. But we're constantly learning, we're constantly growing, we're constantly getting more things, we're constantly doing more things, we're constantly pushing ourselves. Therefore, we're never satisfied, which is a good thing versus the bad thing that everybody tries to make it out to be. So we should stop saying to our children, be satisfied. Say, no, don't be satisfied. Be grateful, but don't be satisfied. Because if they're satisfied, they won't push themselves to go any further. I thought that was very prolific. I thought that was just the most wonderful analogy, and to tell our children a little differently than what we grew up, because we got chastised for not being satisfied, if you wanted more or whatever. But we're not supposed to be satisfied. We're growing, living beings. And as long as you live, you're supposed to grow. And in growing, you get more. Therefore, you're not satisfied. So we have to think in multiple, what did I say? Multiple is not the right word. Abundant. Yes. Abundant supply of everything. And we have our piece of the pie, and then there's more pie out there. There's that big, gigantic crust on the outside that we can go get a piece of. So, I'm sorry, this is my eyes itching because sweat got in my eye and now it's turned into salt. So, but anyway, guys, I'm babbling right now. All these things that I was listening to on my walk is like coming into my head, and so nothing's coherent. It's the same idea, but it's not really coherent. Not coherent speech this morning. But anyway, I gotta go, and I have a coaching meeting today. Oops. So anyway, I will talk to you guys later, and I hope you have a wonderful, fantastic day. Oh, hi, Alyssa. I'm sorry, I didn't even see you there. So have a wonderful day. I am going to have a wonderful day, and bye-bye.
Hey guys, it's me again. I hope you enjoyed that video and talking about demanding your supply. And I was talking about a few other things too, but hey, that was the message. So guys, look. So what I want to talk to you about here on the end, down below, there are links. Several of them actually. There's one for the book, The Demand Principle, that I was talking about earlier at the beginning. And also, there's a link with a free gift, Overnight Millionaire meditation, so that you can clear your mind, so that you can demand that supply. Also, I want to introduce you to Ibuumerang. I've talked about that before, right? It is my baby. It is a company that is so focused on giving back and giving to people that they named their company after a boomerang, something that you throw out and it comes back to you, right? We throw out goodwill and it comes back to you. So there's a link down there below. Take a look at the company. It may not be for you. If it's not, that's perfectly okay. But do me a favor and become a customer, a free customer, because all we do is save you money. So take a look at the link below. Take a look at it. See if it fits you. If it fits you, you can contact me on Facebook. I have my messenger link down below as well. And so, guys, I hope you really, really enjoyed that. And I'll see you on the next Then and Now series. Have a great one. And I wish you peace. I wish you love. And I love you guys so much. Thanks again for watching. Bye. Hey guys, don't forget, like, share, subscribe, comment, boop, notification. Talk to you later. Bye.